Okay, doing a quick little video here over the 6B note just to get y'all going here. Y'all can just whisper. It's fine. Sorry, trying to do it over my homeroom class here. Um, so if we're looking at this triangle right here, and we have here's our theta angle right there, and let's say we have these two sides, 3 and 4. Okay, from that theta angle, we know 3 is the opposite side and 4 is the adjacent side, the adjacent leg, I should say. Okay. Um, so to set this problem up, we would use tangent, okay, because we have the O and the A. Okay, so tangent of theta is equal to O over A. Okay, now when we go to substitute this stuff in, we're going to end up with tan of theta is equal to 3 over 4. Okay, tan of theta equals 3 over 4. Okay, now we need to find the angle. Okay, the angle is the thing that's missing. So we have both sides and we're missing the angle. Okay, as opposed to the other ones where we had an angle on one side and we're missing the other side. Here we have two sides but no angle. Okay, now in order to solve for theta, we have to get theta by itself. Okay, so in order to get theta by itself, we got to get rid of the word, the tan right there. Okay, so we have to get rid of tan. Okay, what we need to do is what we call the inverse function. Okay, to get rid of tan, we have to do inverse tan. Okay, so since tan of theta equals 3 over 4, we need to do the inverse tan, which is tan negative 1 of 3/4. Okay, so what this does is this. So we have tan of theta equals 3 over 4. Okay, to get rid of tan, I need to do the inverse tan. Okay, so I got to do the inverse tan, which is the tan negative 1 function on this side right here. Okay, to cancel out tan. Well, again, in any algebra problem, I got to do the same thing to one side that I do the other side. So what I have to do is I have to do the inverse tan of 3 over 4. Okay, so how I'll do this is that our theta angle is going to be the inverse tan of 3/4. Okay, we still need to be in degree mode. All right, so if we come over here to our calculator, we have to be in degree mode. Okay, now we have our sine, cosine, tangent buttons right here, but what we need to do is we need to hit this inverse button first. Okay, and now these will become inverse sine, inverse cosine, inverse tangent. Okay, so here we're going to have inverse tan. Okay, and in the parentheses we're going to do 3/4. Close the parentheses, and it's going to give us our angle. Okay, about 36.9 degrees. Okay, so theta is going to be 36.9 degrees. Okay, now what I want to tell you guys, and this is what confuses a lot of people, is that they don't know when to use inverse, when not to use inverse. Okay, well we only are going to use the inverse trig function when we don't know the angle. Okay, when we do know the angle, we'll do what we did on our 6A notes. Okay, um, we'll do what we did on our 6A notes and just set the proportion up. Tan of something equals something over something, cross multiply, get x by itself, and we're good. Okay, when we don't know the angle, like we have in here, well, I have to actually get rid. Okay, to get the number by itself, I have to get rid of sine or cosine or tangent. Okay, so I got to get rid of the thing by doing the inverse. Okay, so if I'm looking at number 12 down here, right? So it says use a calculator, find the measure of angle z to our nearest line. So z is our theta angle. Okay, so z is our theta angle right here. All right, so z being our theta angle, 5 is the O, 9 is the H. Okay, so how this sets up is O and H. Okay, with O and H we use sine. Okay, so the sine of theta is equal to 5 over 9. Okay, so what we have to do is we're going to do the inverse sine of 5 over 9 to get our theta angle. Okay, so we got to do the inverse sine negative 1 of 5 over 9. So coming over here to our calculator, okay, inverse sine, which is sine negative 1, 5 divided by 9. All right, and we get our angle 33.7 degrees. So z is going to be 33.7 7 degrees. All right, last one I'm going to do is Z over on this next one here. So that's our theta angle. 10 is our adjacent leg, and 14 is the hypotenuse. Okay, so when we have the adjacent leg and the hypotenuse, okay, we're going to do cosine. Okay, so we know that the cosine of theta is equal to 10 over 14. So theta is going to be equal to the inverse cosine of 10 over 14. Okay, the inverse cosine of 10 over 14. So we'll come in here, clear it out. Okay, inverse cosine negative 1, 10 over 14. Close it up. We get our angle 44.4. So theta is going to be 44.4 degrees. Okay, again, can't stress it enough. We only do inverse when we do not know the angle. Okay, so that's our 4B notes. So you can do number 14 here, and then these 4 problems there. All right, and then down here is just some 6A review problems right there. You don't have to do those, but if you want some extra practice doing, finding sides and stuff like that, not doing inverse, doing regular sine, cosine, and tangent, there's some review problems down there for you. And that's it. Y'all have a good day. Take care.